Okay, back for some more Ravnica Allegiance Draft. So we've opened another Kaya. Obviously I'm not taking Kaya. What is good here though? I guess Ceratok is pretty good. I've never started with the Ceratok, but it seems fine. Um, Showbringer is quite good. I think I might actually just like Showbringer more. Yeah, okay. I think we can just start with Showbringer. Not a great pack though, for sure. Okay. I've still yet to actually draft a useful Dovin's Acuity deck, and I'd like to, but what else is here? Enforcer is quite good. I'd say Night Arbiter is pretty good, and that's about all I consider. I guess we can try another Acuity deck. Obviously, black doesn't go that well with this, and this does, which is a minor benefit, and I kind of want this deck to work, and maybe this is going to be close early enough that I can build around it better. Skyguard's pretty good. It is a bit expensive, though. Grotesque Demise is good. I think it's probably between those. Splashing black into a deck like this is completely fine. It's definitely a supported color combination. As much as I do like Skyguard, maybe I'm just supposed to take Demise. It's cheaper, it's interactive. Okay, I think we can try that. It also actually works with Dovin's Acuity. Code of Constraint's okay. It's not my favorite. Order's pretty good. Scorchmark's pretty good. Courier's pretty good, and so is Messenger. Maybe we just take Courier here? Just taking one of the flyers seems fine. Splashing red into this would be difficult, so I'm probably looking for something that isn't this. Although it might be one of the better cards available. I guess both Messenger and Courier are fine, so I just take the cheaper one. Glass, huh? This probably is not going to be a good glass deck. It probably will be a good admonition deck. And other than that, I wouldn't mind a Thought Collapse. And that's about it, so I think this is actually an easy admonition. Sentinel's Mark is pretty good. It might be worth taking. We also have Griffin, which I like. So I guess it's just between Mark and Griffin. I guess Mark is more unique. There are a lot of decent flyers in the format, so maybe just picking this up now is a good idea. We could take the Gilgate here. I wouldn't mind a Zeal. But yeah, I think this can just be Gilgate. Definitely do need to worry about decent mana. So at this point, I'd say it's probably highly likely that I'm playing blue. It's possible. I'm trying to decide how likely it is that this could shift into an Orzhov deck, but it seems unlikely. It could definitely become a Bant deck pretty easily. Syndicate Messenger I like. Petitioners isn't bad, but I think the Messenger is worth more. So maybe this just ends up becoming a somewhat straightforward Azuria Skies deck, splashing some black removal. Wall of Lost Thoughts is fine. Obviously, if I do get something like High Alert, it becomes quite good. Undercity's Embrace, though, while it's not a black spell that I really like, is still a black removal spell, and maybe that's more important than the wall. I think I still just take the wall. I don't even know that I necessarily am going to be black. As I said, it could easily become a Bant deck or just a no-splash deck at all. I don't really like any of this. I guess it's possible that this could become a portal deck. Showbringer works with it. I guess you can use it for Dovin's Acuity, and then obviously if you get some other good ETBs, it could become decent. I guess you could use it on the wall. Slimebind is acceptable, especially in a Flyers deck. I think Slimebind can actually be pretty good since you don't necessarily have to attack through it. It's not Sky Tether, but it's okay. Watchdog can be fine. I think it's more likely that I want that than Scuttlegator. It definitely slows things down on the ground and then can protect something that's important. Like the thing that Sentinel's marked or something like that. Thought Collapse is pretty decent. I wouldn't mind that. Like, a Stalwart could be good in the deck, but I think Thought Collapse is very likely to make it. So we can just go ahead and take that. I'd prefer not to play Stalwart, probably. So I am actually quite well set up to be a high alert deck, should it happen. Having, like, Watchdog and Wall and Courier already. My Sentinel's mark is actually pretty decent with it, too. Probably not playing any of this, but if I was playing a Bant deck, I guess I'd be more likely to want to splash Brawl than Brush Strider. Splashing Brush Strider just doesn't sound like a winning proposition. Okay, I do like Essence Capture. I wouldn't mind the Hallowed Fountain, but I don't need to take it this high. So Essence Capture or Law Mage's Binding, I guess, are the two good options here, and I think I'd probably rather just have the Capture. It's kind of a shame that counters don't really work with Acuity. Like, they're just not a combo. The odds of you countering something in your own main phase is just kind of fleetingly small. So I get another bite at Skyguard if I want it, or I can take the Night Arbiter, or I guess I could take like a Consign to the Pit, but since I don't have any black fixing yet, I'm not even sure that's where it's going to end up. I guess Ill-Gotten Inheritance is also totally splashable too, but I think probably the Night Arbiter is the right choice here. I just keep finding this card to be excellent. And in a way, it's kind of like an Ill-Gotten Inheritance, right? It causes a 2-point life swing per turn without changing anything else. So here we could potentially take Windstorm Drake. So right now my flyers are what? 1, 2, 3? Not bad. Duelist would also be reasonable on the other, like, side of the curve. The upside on the Windstorm Drake is pretty high, so I'm going to try it. I've had this problem before, though, where I had actually both Drake and Acuity in a deck, and they kind of fight with each other for space, which is a shame. So here we might just take, like, I think the other Drake, the Zeal, the Gate, or the Courier are all pretty reasonable, but I think I want to lower my curve a bit, since I already have 3 5s, so I think I'll just take the Cynic Courier. Could pick up another Acuity, but I'm kind of already leaning away from that. Maybe this is the right place for like a Sphinx's Insight. I already have 2 counters. I do like Quench, but I've often found that card advantage can be a problem. So let's actually just try the Insight here. I do like Simic Ascendancy. Huh. It's a potential splash. Archway Angel's okay. Right now I only have the 1. I think if you have like 2 down, then you gain 4 lives. This is pretty solid. Hasda Officer is probably better than normal in the as like filler in the Flyers deck, just because you're more likely to be able to get damage through. I think we can probably just take Archway, though. I'm really almost tempted to take the Simic Ascendancy. In a deck that's full of evasive creatures, getting these extra counters can be really good, but I'm skeptical that I want to go that far afield. So here I wouldn't mind another Courier. I wouldn't mind the Caracal. I'm not taking emergency powers. But I think I probably just want the Gilgate here now, because I do want better mana, and I already have the Archway Angel. So probably ideally I'd have maybe like 3 gates if I'm not splashing, and that's probably acceptable. So we could take another Sphinx's Insight, or we could take like Petitioners to try to slow down the ground. Kind of tempted to just take the other Insight. And then I just get a sideboard expose. So here, I guess we'll just pick up a potential Black Splash removal spell, because I don't think Panther's going to be very good in this deck. Between the two, it's probably going to be Consign. More expensive is kind of better, almost, on the Splash, and then also it's just a better removal spell. So here I could take another Night Arbiter, or I'm just a little bit worried about curve, right? Either of these, I guess, is a reasonable pick for like slowing things down on the ground. I just think the Night Arbiter is so much better. I just need to be careful. So do I want my third Gilgate right now, or the Zeal? The Zeal works with the Acuity, but I'm not even sure the Acuity is getting in here. Maybe I actually just take the third Gilgate. I now have 2 Acuities. So I'm at 19, but my creature count is quite low. 10 creatures is not going to be enough. Okay, what do we have here? Not a ton, unfortunately. So I don't think I want like a second Sentinel's Mark. I'm not sure that I want a second Watchdog. Grotesque is a good card, but I don't have any black fixing. Sage's Rose Savant is a totally reasonable play on the ground, so maybe I just take that. But it doesn't feel great to just like take Sage's Rose Savant here. I think it's probably the right choice, though. I mean, I think it's that or Watchdog, and I think this is probably more valuable than the second Watchdog. Gate Colossus we'll come back to. Admonition I like. Bring to Trial wouldn't be bad. Okay, so I have 3 gates right now for Gate Colossus. It is just a very strong card. I could take it. I think it's that or Admonition. I think the second Admonition is probably better than the first Bring to Trial. Yeah, I think the upside is enough. So I have 3. Like, I think if you have like 5, you're doing pretty well for Colossus, and I could definitely get there. Here I think we're just going to probably take Terramander. Yeah, there's really not even anything else competing. And Terramander I think will be good in this deck. So we have Spirit of the Spires. Totally possible. Shimmer also wouldn't be bad, but I think I'd rather have the creature. So if I hadn't already taken Gate Colossus, I might consider Sphinx of the Guild Pact. Grasping Thrall is excellent if I already had my Black Splash going, but I don't. And I don't need a third Sphinx's Insight. So I guess we're looking at speculating on a late Black Splash coming together, which I honestly don't think is a good idea. Like, I would actually have decent things to splash. We could take a 7-drop. Gosh, there really just isn't a lot here. I guess it's more likely I play this, but my curve is a bit high. Something like Fairy Duelist, though, does help to bring my curve down, so that's not bad. So I could take, like, Gateway Plaza, in case I needed to, for instance, side in additional removal. I could just take Syndicate Messenger, which is quite good, and not worry about the splash at all, and I feel like that might be the right choice. Obviously, Gateway Plaza also helps Colossus, but I'm not sure how big a consideration that really is. I think we just take Messenger here. So I've actually been surprisingly impressed by Rally to Battle from my opponents. I think it can be better than I thought. Like, I thought it seemed pretty mediocre, but at the very least it seems like something I might be willing to sideboard. Definitely don't need a Gruul Guildgate. I don't want a Knight of Sorrows. So I guess the question is, would I rather have Resolute Watchdog or another Thought Collapse? So right now my counters consist of Thought Collapse, Essence Scatter, or Essence Capture. I'd probably rather have the option of setting in an additional counter against a control-y deck. So here I will just take the Guildgate in case I do want to try to splash some of this stuff in. It's not really costing me anything here. I guess there are some decks that Humongulus might be good against, but it doesn't seem super likely. So we're at 26 here. These are probably a little bit expensive to help, like, lower your land count. I'm not sure that I want to be playing 2 Acuities. I might just be cutting from there. Let's see, how many things do I even have that trigger it? Like 1, 2, 3 things, basically. Probably Officer is more useful than Locket. Yeah, probably. I don't know that I'm going to be playing it, but... So yeah, I only have really 3 things that trigger it. That's pretty bad. I think I might just cut both Acuities. And then we cut... Well, I'd get all the insights I could possibly want. Okay. So what else is not doing its job here? All these creatures are reasonable, but I might have too much top end. So which of these is actually the best? And also, do I want to splash any black? I don't think I need to start the black. If I see a deck that I definitely want more removal against, then maybe I do. Because my removal is actually quite bad, isn't it? Maybe I need the black. So if I wanted to play some black removal, I would need to play like at least 4 black sources, so I'd have to play like 3 swamps to pick up Demise and Consign. That might be worth it. And I do have card draw and like card filter to help me find it. So yeah, let's say that maybe I actually play the Consign and I play the Demise. Then I want to cut, possibly like Wall isn't doing a lot. I can bring it back if it's necessary. I don't think Officer's doing a lot. I'm at 25. So I need to cut 2 more. I probably need to cut 1 of my big creatures. And then maybe cut... The other stuff here isn't bad by any means. So let's see, of these, which is worse? I'm going to be running 4 gates. That probably means the Gate Colossus is decent, so it's just a question about which of these is better. This is probably enough gates to make Archway Angels somewhat reliable, but this is just such a bigger, harder to remove creature. So it really just matters whether the life gain is important, and I do have life gain off these, so maybe I cut Archway. And then maybe I can run 16 lands in this? 4-drop draw spells are a little bit hard to do with that, but you do also have Savant, who's kind of a land. Kind of. Okay, I think maybe we can try this. Let's see what it looks like when I get the black in there. So that'd be like 3 black. This might be what makes it impossible. My white, I need to have, so I have 4 already, so I already have 8. And then I have 3 here, so right now I have 8, 10, 3, but this is too many. This is 14, so I need to take 2 lands out. So 8, 10, 8, 10, 4 probably becomes something like 8, 9, 4 for 17 lands and cut something else is probably the right answer. Maybe I don't need to start the slime bind. Against some decks it's not going to be as good. I think that seems alright. Shame I didn't get to play these acuities, but I just don't have enough stuff. I mean, with Demise here it's a little bit better, but it's still only like 4 things, and I just don't think that's going to be enough. Okay, let's try this out. Does this deck want to draw? It's possible, but at least for the first run, I'm not going to do that. I have to mull this. This is acceptable, though. It's possible this deck does want to draw. That is a turn 2 play. It's unlikely that I'm able to put a counter on anything. Do I just want to dig for something better? Probably, actually. Okay. I wonder if they have counter magic. Nope. Okay. So now we're at least established, but I do need to draw a land. Their own courier. Okay, I did not draw a land, so I guess we just say go. This is why you can't really count on insight to find you lands. Okay, that's not bad. That is, though. So I need to draw something that I can play. Is this Chillbringer? Nope, their own Night Arbiter. Okay. This is not shaping up well. I'm a little surprised they didn't attack, though. I guess they'd just be trading 1 for 1, but I'm clearly stuck, and they knew that they were about to play this. Okay, so now we get to discard. What are we discarding? My Night Arbiter, maybe? They have the high alert? Shit. That's really good. I'm just going to lose to that. They didn't even want to pay for the vigilance, huh? I can't imagine. Yeah, okay. Well, that went excessively badly. But what do I need to change? So I definitely want the expose. Maybe even the other counter? Maybe. So let's see. What are we cutting though? Could cut some top end. Maybe Colossus? Actually, Colossus might be really hard for them to block. Let's do it this way. I don't think I want the other counter. If they are mostly a low power, high toughness deck for high alert. Okay, this has no blue. I don't think I can keep that. Okay. No, I don't think we want that. We definitely just need to find land. So I would say actually that my splash color has hurt me pretty significantly here. I was holding 2 splash cards in the last hand, or in the last game, and then this time I basically had to mull because my swamps were swamps, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so I guess let's just drop this. Do you have the quench now? At least essence capture doesn't give them value. They have quench. They have essence capture. Okay. You not playing something this turn would be pretty cool. But that's a lot to ask when you have 6 cards. Okay. I once again stall on 3 lands. At least I have some plays, though. Nothing? Of course, they're hitting land drops. Okay. Maybe I just say go? Like, is dropping the messenger likely to actually do anything for me? What is this? Maybe instant speed insight? Deploy. That's fine. Sphinx of New Prov, I can counter. They milled an inside a duelist of planes, okay? Nothing too shocking in that set of things. I guess we'll just play the messenger to use my mana. Okay, so I guess I play Savant and then hold Duelist. Do I want any of these lands? Probably not. I only have 4. I guess maybe I want 1 land. So, but I don't need the swamp, but I can keep the plains. Okay. No point in attacking. Okay. I guess I just flashed the duelist in. It's probably not going to do a lot in this matchup. Especially because under high alert, its ability doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so now we'll just Chillbringer. They have a counter. Okay, Chillbringer honestly wasn't going to do a lot. We're at a very unfortunate standstill here, because I don't think it's good for me. Okay. I mean, I guess I probably just hold this, but it does open me up to more counter magic possibilities. Do I just want to do it now? I mean, killing the Spirit of the Spires would probably be the right choice. Yeah, I'd probably just do it now to try to avoid potential counters, because right now they could only quench it, and I'm quench proof. Holding it for something like a Night Arbiter might have been wise, but so right now this costs 7 and I only have 5, so I just have to keep going. This is going to be unblockable against their current board though, so I'm glad I kept this in. I think it was the right choice. What are the odds they have a counter? Well, honestly, it's not like I can just not cast something, right? I'm gonna have to eventually. Although this getting countered actually isn't as bad. Wait, do you have no land and no play? Interesting. Huh. Well, let's just attack, I suppose. And start chipping. What is in their hand? So I have 7 toward Colossus. Okay, they shimmer. That could definitely be good for them. I'm just confused what's in their hand. They missed a land drop. Maybe they just didn't play it. Sky Tether. Okay, so that's something that I could expose, potentially. Although I'm not sure that I want to. I think I may just have to let that go. Okay, so I guess we cast the Colossus here. If they counter it, they counter it. If they don't. Okay, so this is unblockable. And I'm way rather that I would way rather that they Sky Tether the Night Arbiter versus the Colossus. But yeah, I think I just need to hold the expose for the high alert, because these right here are super dangerous, right? Okay. Something big. What is this? Skyguard. Okay. Skyguard I can consign, so that's not necessarily a problem. Summary Judgment. That's only 5 damage. Are they going to use 2 spells against it? So the problem is, I can't actually save it with this, which is really a shame. Because they're going to have done 10 damage to it, I can only make it 10. Okay. Well, they had to 2-for-1 themselves, and it is something I could potentially rebuy. Like that. Okay, so I think now we just consign Skyguard. And say go. It would have been so nice if I could have used Mark to counter their 2 judgments. Okay, we're going to start paying for vigilance, huh? Only on 2 of them. They want to hold the white up. It's interesting. Okay, we draw Colossus. And say go. So the card they had in hand, they didn't end up playing. I'm going to assume it had to have been a card that cost 1 white and no more white. Okay. So I don't think I need to get fancy and like try to lifelink or something. I think I can just keep holding this. If they have bounce or something, that would just be kind of disastrous. Okay. I don't know what they had in their hand that whole time. I don't think I needed to change anything, really. The other counter's like the only thing I'd consider, I suppose. Or I guess bringing back the Sphinx. Is there anything I'd rather cut? Not really, but I kind of want it. If I had to cut something, what would it be? Maybe Watchdog, just because they don't have a ton of stuff. I mean, I guess stuff like Summary Judgment is stopped by this, but it's not like they have a lot of that. And blocking on the ground is probably not that useful, so maybe I decide like that. Drawing a gate that one turn was just perfect. The turn I needed to rebuy the Colossus. Them spinning 2 cards and then me getting to rebuy it was, I mean, obviously what won that game, right? So we definitely keep this hand. I am on the play. Okay. I don't think I need either of these. Yeah, I probably should have played the Swamp. So I would have Grotesque Demise up as well. Do they have their own duelist? Okay, I thought they might. I wouldn't have demised that, though. Then they attempt to eat it. And then I play my own duelist. Not happening today. Okay. Okay, so I guess we just say go. I don't want to like demise the courier just so that I can attack with the 2/1 and trade it for the duelist? I mean, that just sounds terrible, right? Okay. I wonder if they have counter magic up. Because I could afford to wait since I'm sitting on Grotesque. I'm going to assume they probably do. And I'm not really in a rush, so I think I can just afford to wait here. Okay, deploy is fine. Another courier is fine. I'm a little bit surprised that they don't attack a bit more aggressively, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn, if I play this, I could play the island and the Colossus. So that's definitely what we want to do. Okay. Skyguard. Okay, that's demisable, obviously. Okay, so we go to blocks and we block one of these. Okay. Then we're going to play the Colossus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a gate to rebuy it if I need to. I can take the hit from the Skyguard. Okay, so we block one of these, take some damage. That's really nice. So maybe I just go ahead and do this. Just gain back a ton of life. What are the odds that the last card in their hand... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to see if maybe I can bait a counter. So we'll do this first. They are F6'd. So we'll do this. And combat. Does this connect? It does. Okay. Awesome. I mean, if they're just paying for vigilance, that's really not so bad for me. They're going to pay all 3 vigilance? Wow. Okay. They can't attack with these unless they want them to die. So they're literally just hitting me for 3. Okay. So, did you top deck and answer? Summary judgments, of course, can't combine to do it anymore because it has vigilance. Okay, wow. After the first game, I actually didn't think I was going to be winning that, but Colossus really pulled its weight. Just both games, that was completely what won. I just need to go back to my... Wait, how do I get back to the league? Okay, there we go. anything that I wanted to change after that? I don't think so. I think this is okay. Gosh, taking a while to find somebody. Gosh, it's taking a really long time to find people. I guess it's kind of an odd time of day, but almost 2 minutes. Usually I don't have to go play text twist just waiting for opponent matching. I guess maybe people are playing the Chaos Draft right now. I've actually really been enjoying this format, so normally I would have switched over probably to like the novelty draft that they put in later in the format, but I've been wanting to draft this. Okay. So I still haven't really decided if my deck wants to draw or not. It very well might. Yeah, I guess this is an acceptable hand. An untapped land would be cool. Wow, they chose to draw too. Maybe choosing to draw has become more popular. Although I bet that that's probably true of most formats, is that the longer they go on, the more people want to draw. Just because when you know the format better, the extra advantage from doing that can start to become more significant. Or I guess the advantage probably is about the same. The risk of doing it when you understand the format better goes down. Okay, Trumpeter, huh? Well, drawing a land, obviously pretty good, so we'll probably just play the Courier. Use my mana well, instead of playing Watchdog like I would have if I hadn't drawn a land. So let's see, I'm already at 5 mana toward Colossus, which is pretty nice. It's definitely the benefit of drawing your tap lands, right? So now we're going to trade 1 for 2 for a bit? Probably not. They're probably going to play something here. Juggler's good. And me not drawing a land could become a problem. Oh, you know what? I should have paid to give this Vigilance. That is a shame. Because now I can't actually hold this back. I guess it makes it look like I have something up, but it's not worth it. Taking 3 damage. Plus, I could actually hold back Trumpeter. Yeah, paying for Vigilance for this would have... I didn't even consider it. Because usually you're not doing that this early in the game, but... I could have held back a lot of damage there. I guess it would mean I didn't have the sack up on this, but that probably doesn't matter either. At the very least, I should have considered it. Okay, I do not draw what I need. So now we definitely give this vigilance. And attack with both. They have something. Grotesque Demise. Which, this is indestructible, right? Yeah, okay. So now I would say that they're winning somewhat handily, since they had removal that got around the Watchdog. And the fact that I can't really block either of their creatures. It's concerning. Guildmage is concerning too, just because that additional reach could be a really big deal. So let's see, 4, 5, 6 towards Sphinx. I probably can't afford to just place Insight. I think I said Sphinx. I meant to say Colossus. But, well, let's see, what would that look like? I attack, so let's see, I gain 2 and probably guarantee my land drop for next turn. But then, yeah, I think I have to play this. It's a shame that I don't have the sack up, since I'm going to have to block here, right? The Guildmage is going to make the Colossus less useful and give them reach at the same time, which is kind of a shame. Well, leaving a Watchdog would not have helped anyway. Okay, so Watchdog blocks... Oh wait, did they attack with this? Yeah, it is attacking. Okay, so Watchdog blocks here. I go to 5. Okay, so we cast Insight, gain some, play this land, and then we're gonna have to chump, I guess. So let's see, this is 6, 7, 8. So I could play Colossus, but the presence of the Guildmage makes it to where it's probably just not useful. Okay, so I think we probably block like here. Okay. That's enough for me. So, a shame for sure. But now I know how to sideboard. So Watchdog's coming out. All their removal didn't actually get stopped by that. Archway Angel might be better than normal. They didn't show me exposed to daylight stuff. I guess Portal is probably better since they had a lot of 1-for-1 removal. And then we take out maybe... Actually, some of my ground blockers might be useful too. Things like Wall of Lost Thoughts might be better than normal, since I also took out a ground blocker. And then we take out what? Consign of the Pit might be too expensive against them. Like, they have a lot of small creatures. possible. I guess I could also take out... I could take out Sphinx, I guess. And just have Archway, like trade Archway for Sphinx. And then I could... Mark might be... Well, the lifelink mode on Mark might be helpful. Maybe Admonition is less good against them? Since they were mostly little creatures? Actually, maybe Rally to Battle is good against them? Because they're mostly little creatures, it like means maybe I could keep attacking when I normally wouldn't be able to. And then maybe we cut... Maybe we just cut the black. To make my deck more consistent. Yeah, I think we will cut the Consign and like one Swamp. Add in a Plains, I guess. And then cut out... Or maybe I just cut this down to 16 lands and draw? It's hard to say. Yeah, let's do that. Well, play 16 for sure. Do I want to draw against them, though? I'm not sure that I can afford to get that behind. I might be forced to play against them. But it's only 16 lands. Although they chose to draw. So they obviously don't think that they're that aggressive. This is probably not possible. Doesn't even like have a single card that you could draw that would make it a good hand, really. So okay, they mulligan to 6. I'll mulligan to 6 as well. This hand is better, probably. And Scry land at the top, hopefully. No, thank you. Okay. Okay, I did get a land. Can't actually fit in 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, but I guess let's just... Actually, I might just play the Terramander. I think that's actually fine. The Fairy Duelist is, I would say, likely to be able to catch something against them, so the value goes up. So I'm not sure that I want to just run it out against nothing. Grudian, huh? Okay. So I can actually surprise eat Grudian with both of these next turn. If that's what they want to do. I'd have to pay to get this Vigilance, but at the moment that's fine because I don't really have much else to do. What else you got? Blade Juggler as well. Okay. So yeah, I actually think that plan's okay. So we'll pay for this to have Vigilance. It won't even look suspicious now. We attack here, although I might just want to kill the Blade Juggler, right? Demise. A shame. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that. Okay. So I'm theoretically ahead in the damage race, but I'm going to imagine that they're probably capable of changing that pretty quickly. I have this demise sitting here, but okay, that's actually a pretty good demise target. It is frustrating that it was a 4-point life swing, and it's frustrating that I can't actually play both of these. That is a problem. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and demise this. Maybe I hold one of my creatures back to try to trade? Let's see, they're hitting me for 5. I'm hitting them potentially for 7. So the fact that I actually have them dead next turn in the air says that I don't hold a creature back, I would say. Okay, plus I can actually pump this up now, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I need a land to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need them. Obviously, they have to have something here or they're dead. They do have 4 cards, though, so I really wouldn't be shocked if they did have something. They probably just have removal, right? They have Syndicate Messenger. Alright. Yeah, that's good against me. Because now I can only attack here. Which I will. If they have, like, Zeal, it'll be really bad, but I don't think I can play around them having Zeal. Okay, I thought they might do that. And we play this. Okay, so I'd rather not lose the Pteramander just because I'm going to be able to pump it next turn. But I might be forced to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can pump it next turn. That's really good to know. Okay, so what we do is we block here. The fact that they didn't want to throw away the spirit is really interesting. What do they have? Blade Brand, maybe? I just demise that. I mean, that's pretty good. So maybe it was actually just that they wanted to be able to prevent me from attacking. They left this back to chump, not because they didn't want to throw it away. So this is actually quite good. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I just play this, and I think I don't attack. Yeah, I think that's correct. So next turn I can pump Pteramander and attack for 5 in the air. Okay, I think I take the 2. And what is your follow-up? Not a flyer would be cool. Or removal. Ill-gotten. Well, the fact that I can now flicker the Archway Angel is actually pretty huge. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does mean that I have to expose that I am not doing other things, though. specifically pumping this. So what do I do here? I could just attack with these two. They probably block here, though. Do I even want that? Maybe. So maybe what I do is I just trade this for the spirit. It seems weird. Because they will block here and force me to use the mana. I probably just attack with the Archway Angel. That just seems so wrong. Because they're probably just going to jump here, right? And then I probably just want to flicker it now, so that they can't have removal in response. It means I can't ambush, potentially, but I probably wasn't going to be able to ambush anyway. Okay, so they did in fact actually chump. Okay. So I play this. It's really a shame I don't have one more mana, because then I could do everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Okay. Is it possible that I want to block here? So I have them dead in the air. Alright, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I do. So I think no. Well, they'll just sack the Ill-Gotten. Like, maybe I was supposed to trade the Angel. But if they're having to sack the Ill... Oh, wait, they don't have the mana to sack the Ill-Gotten on the board. They only have 5. It's possible they don't have a land. But even then, I'll force them to have to sack it early. And so they won't be able to, like, get a bunch of chip damage off it. Because right now, if they don't have anything else, and they just have, like, a land and nothing relevant, like a flyer, then they'll have to sack the Ill-Gotten to live. I wonder what decision they could have been making there. They don't have the land. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can't give this vigilance. So I guess we just adapt this now so I know if it's going to work. If they have grotesque demise, they demise it. Okay. Then I attack with both. Do you have something to stop me? If you had demise, you probably would have demised this at the time. Oh, mortify. Okay. I think I can hold the land. So of course now if they have the land, I'm dead. Do they not have the land? Because if they had it, they just play it, right? Fortunately, I can't kill them next turn with what I have on the board, and I don't think anything in my deck either. Sphinx's Insight would be a pretty good draw. Well, now I'm only one off from killing them. Do they have something else? Spirit of the Spires doesn't... Oh, Windstorm would have done it. 2, 3, 4... Wait, why didn't they... Why didn't they just sack this? Well, I'm going to be able to take them to 1, which is really a shame because it means that if I had attacked with the Courier, the turn that I attacked with just this, I didn't want to pay to give it Vigilance because I was thinking about trying to bluff this and decided not to, then didn't give this Vigilance, right? I'm just dead, right? Yeah. Of course, then they wouldn't have played the Blade Juggler, and they didn't need to win. So, it probably wouldn't have mattered. But Sphinx's Insight was there. That was a shame. I almost got that game under control. It is a little bit frustrating whenever you have multiple, you have to have something this turn or you're dead turns, and they have something, right? They did that with the Messenger, the other game. They did that with the Mortify, obviously. But they were sitting with like 4 cards in their hands, so they almost certainly had something decent. Let's see if we can get some packs back with this. I think the deck's okay. I don't think it's incredible. I think it probably would have been more fun if the Dovins thing had come together, but what do I think about this hand? It's kind of bad. On the draw, I think I can probably afford to mold this. This hand is dramatically better, so glad I did that. This card would have won me the game. I think I can find something better than the 5-drop, though. So we'll delay the gate here. Sentinel's Mark would have done it too, actually, after they put themselves dead. To 1 more damage. And that actually would have been a surprise. So yeah, I definitely did actually have outs. Okay, so we just end up attacking and playing the go gate. So my opponent's off to a slightly slow start, but maybe not so slow that it's going to matter. Let's see, Gyre Engineer, huh? I might just want to bounce that just to keep them from ramping too much. I guess this does make it a little bit to where maybe I don't want to. Nah, let's just do it though. Duelist, huh? So next turn I can play both. That's not bad. And this makes this one cheaper. Seems reasonable all around. Like, if they're playing the Gyre Engineer, I'm going to assume that they probably have something that they want to ramp into. And I'm probably not interested in letting them do that. So I'm assuming that they're like a teamer deck lacking green. Well, lacking. They have the Gateway Plaza. But, yeah. I think I'd probably still rather just play both of these. Because I kind of want the Scry. Which of these would I like? I think they're kind of both okay. I think drawing the Thought Collapse next turn would be fine. And then I can draw the Go Gate after. Tome. Okay. And then I assume they'll say go. I flash my duelist in. So it does mean that I'm going to get to counter them adding to the board, but it also means that they're going to be able to draw cards, which is kind of a shame. So I guess let's just full attack, hold Thought Collapse. I bet they don't block here. Oh, they have Applied Biomancy, probably. That'll draw them a card. And they want to bounce none of this, I guess. Them bouncing something is going to make it to where it'll be obvious that I have something going. I guess I know the next card on top, so they could think that I'm just not interested in getting less scry value. We'll see. Well, they're going to cast something big, apparently. What is it? Scuttlegator. I mean, I'm going to do this, but it's not the most exciting thing that's ever happened. So they lost Boar Eel Duelist. They're 5/6, so I need 2 more mana for Pteramander. So I think this turn I'll probably just play the Messenger. Okay. So now I have 5 mana plus the other 2, so I just need 1 more for Pteramander now. That's not so bad. Next turn I can play Night Arbiter. I am kind of worried about what they're going to do, though. It's possible that they could become, like, super explosive, since Tome can just let you chain spells together. And the fact that they have all these gates makes me think that they could very well have Gates Ablaze. If they're adding Combine Guildmage to the board, though, they probably don't have Gates Ablaze in hand. But I bet that they have it in their deck, potentially. A Gates deck playing red, you definitely have to consider it. Gosh, what is this? Wrecking Beast. Okay. With haste. I just kind of gotta take that. Okay, Orzhov Guildgate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn we can adapt the Pteramander should we need to. Do I need to, like, Sentinel's Mark this turn or something? Just for the... Okay, because next turn they're going to hit me for, like, 6, 7, 8. Obviously, Sentinel's marking this after it's already been adapted would be dramatically better. I just might not have that luxury. I think I probably do, though, right? Come on. So let's just full attack and then play the Arbiter. There's certainly a possibility that this is too coy, but can't really just run screaming when they drop a 6/6, right? what's happening? I'm worried. Wait, what did they do? Oh, they used Guildmage's ability. Why didn't they do that before the Aeromonculus? Oh, maybe they drew this off the Aeromonculus and before they thought that they might not need it? Okay, so what do we do now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do not have enough to adapt this and do the Sentinels. Feels like I've been off by 1 on this guy a lot. And they're about to hit me for just a ton. So, maybe what I do is place Sage's Row into Sentinel's Mark on the Night Arbiter. And that's it. And then prepare to maybe do some chumping or something. It's possible that that is the right thing to do. Let's see what's coming up. Would I like either of these? Not really. I think we can safely bottom both of those. Sentinel's Mark U. I guess I also have the option of Sentinel's Mark U. Sentinel's Mark on this can actually hold this back. Here, though, I could actually hold this back. Although this already does that. This already has Vigilance. So giving this Vigilance is kind of nice. It actually lets me attack a little bit more, too. Yeah, I actually think it makes more sense there. So let's put it on you. It's the same amount of life, and now I have 2 Vigilant creatures. I just can't block this safely. Okay. So now I hit you for 5. And I do have you potentially dead next turn. Of course, you can just chump with the flyer. I will be attacking for a lethal number. Okay, so you take the 5. Go to 4. I say go. Of course, next turn I also have Pteramander in the air, 2. Oh no, this is close. This also means that I can block the Aeromonculus even post-adapt, which is also kind of nice. Whoa! They must have just had nothing. They couldn't have made me do some chumping? Probably not, because I could chump with this. I'm not going to bother counting it up, but wow, I'm actually really surprised. That felt premature, but I don't know what was in their hand, so maybe it wasn't. Slimebind's probably going to be decent against them. Exposed to Daylight for just the tome feels a little bit weird, and I didn't see anything else. It's probably not worth that. That would probably be over sideboarding. What do I take out? Demise is still fine because they have like the support type creatures. Like demising their Gyre Sage or something is fine. Catching an Aeromonculus after they spent mana on it, something like that is totally cool. I like Admonition against them. I like the counters against them. I kind of like my creatures too. I guess maybe Sphinx is... Actually, Sphinx might be better than Colossus here. At the very least, it's not as big a runaway decision as it was last time, just because the Colossus is going to be able to be blocked here for sure. Maybe I just don't want Watchdog. I don't think they showed me any actual removal, right? I bet they have Gates Ablaze, though. But am I really sacking that to save something from Gates Ablaze? Like, maybe, but... Yeah, okay. I think we can run this. If they actually have Gates Ablaze, Rally to Battle might be okay. But I think I might want to see the Gates Ablaze before I sideboard aggressively against it. Okay, so I have... this doesn't look good. They've mulliganed, I'm on the draw. Yeah, I can mulligan as well. This looks better. Did they keep on 6? Yes, I do too. Do I want messenger? It's fine. I mean, I need to draw lands and stuff, but... You know what, maybe I shouldn't, because by the time that I have 4, I can just cast Insight. It's just like a totally reasonable card, you know? So it feels a little bit bad to bottom it. And it's not like this deck has tons of early plays. I'm not going to like reliably be able to scry to a 2-drop or something like this in this deck. Nothing? Does that mean quench? Well, 2 messengers is kind of a lot. So I do need to draw another land. We'll see how punished I end up being for it. So I don't want to F6, because I want them to be afraid that I might have quench. Nothing? Okay. That wasn't a helpful draw. So I do really want to draw an untapped land next turn. I could be 1 deeper, and I at this point I know I would be happier if I was 1 deeper, but at the time... Okay. Nothing I can really do here. And now I miss a land drop. It's going to be a giveaway for sure. Amusingly, I might just pitch the messenger. Okay, I don't actually have anything. So I probably just go ahead and slime bind this, right? That way I won't have to discard if I whiff, and it means that they're not going to spend the mana on it probably, but I think I have more important troubles to solve here. Okay, that's not bad. So now we could just Sphinx's Insight here, actually, instead of Messenger. Yeah, okay. Maybe I like that plan. Okay. So next turn we'll have 5 mana. I can cast Chillbringer if I want, maybe. Still no black. Digging for black was part of the reason that I was interested in the Insight. Shark to Crab. Shark to Crab is pretty good. And they potentially have Quench mana up. So I could just play a 4-drop in the Guild Gate. Then I'd have what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I could actually play Guild Colossus next turn. Okay. Or Gate Colossus. I think that's probably worth it. And just play Messenger instead of Chillbringer this turn. Wow, they just adapt the Shark to Crab. So they didn't have Quench last turn, presumably. Although they might not have quenched the Messenger. It's kind of like on the edge as to whether that's good enough or not. Well, let's try this. You got Quench? No Essence Capture today. No Quench. Okay. That makes me feel pretty good then. So next turn I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I could play Syndicate Messenger plus Demise. well, I'll probably just be replaying that. If that's the best thing they have to spend mana on, then... Wait, they didn't even attack with it, though. Why'd they do that? Okay. I could also just play, like, Chillbringer plus... Nah, I can't play Chillbringer plus anything is the problem. So I think we just play Gate Colossus. They definitely can't counter it this turn. And we don't want to play the Gate. I might need to rescue the Colossus from the graveyard. Lizrog. Ah, that's why they did it. I would have loved to have had Demise up right now. So I bet they're probably going to take all the counters. Yep. It's a lot. Because now they have a 9/9 trample. And they can readapt the Shark to Crab. This is a concern for sure. Okay, what you got? Terramander? So I probably want to like Chillbringer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess Chillbringer Terramander. Terramander is going to be worth good damage for sure. So yeah, let's play Chillbringer. Tap you down. I think I can afford to hit here. I know that they can adapt Shark to Crab again and stop my double block. But I think that's alright. Getting 8 in is just a lot, right? Okay. Maybe this Demise is bad against them. So this is probably readapt Shark to Crab, tap Chillbringer. Yep. So now the question starts to become, oh, interesting, not Chillbringer. They want to hold down Colossus. I will double block this. I'm interested in what you might have. This seems to be my best interest, though. You have Applied Biomancy. No, you have... Oh, Volley. Volley's really good against me in that position, since it also just picks off the Terramander, and I was kind of counting on the Terramander. Crap. Volley's really good. Well, that was a good draw. So let's go ahead and admonition you. Possibly I'm interested in holding the Demise. So that only leaves me 2 mana and I can't really do anything. I guess that's alright, right? Gosh, if I still had the Terramander, that would be so good. So they might even choose to like adapt the Skitter Eel again, which would be really cool for me. Play Guild Mage. Okay. I guess they're not intending on replaying the Lizrog. The Guild Mage is really strong with the Shark to Crab, so I'm probably just going to have to kill the Guild Mage at the end of the turn. Instead of trying to grab Lizrog and then just try to close it out before the Lizrog can do much. So they could have Thought Collapse here, I guess. Or something like Gift of Strength, even? No, okay. Duelist is potentially interesting, I guess. So we attack for 8. I think I leave the Spirit back for chumping at this point. Would I rather put them at 2? Probably, actually. Oh, they have Applied Biomancy. Bounce this. No, they have 4 mana. What's 4 mana? Duelist. Okay. Still can't block it, though. And then they have Applied Biomancy too? They tap 4. But if they were intending on Applied Biomancy, would they even have done the Duelist? Okay, they do have it, and they are going to bounce this. Okay. So we go to blocks. I'll flash my own in. Okay. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can exactly recast Colossus, and I think that's better than casting the other stuff. I can just chump this with the Duelist. Although, maybe not. Oh wait, they'd have to tap down the Colossus if they want to do this. Because I'm like, they could play Lizrog for 5, and then if they have a land, they could readapt this, but then they would need to tap down Colossus, so I could still chump with the Duelist. This isn't Lizrog. This is 6 mana for Wrecking Beast, maybe? Although Wrecking Beast isn't that great here. Ah, they're going to do that and then play Lizrog. Okay. Okay, so I kind of strike out there. So we're going to have to attack, for sure. We're going to have to attack here. They don't actually have to chump. Oh, shit. What is wrong with me? This is a 9/9. Well, that was a costly error. Oh wait, are they not going to do it? Did I just totally bluff it? Okay, that would be way too much to hope for. Oh, they're going to double block it. Okay, well, I guess my bluff paid off. So we kill Shark to Crab. My bluff. It doesn't count as a bluff when you did it I thought this was smaller than the Colossus, but it is not smaller than the Colossus. We now play the gate, rescue the Colossus, and it totally looks like I intended to do this. Amazing. And then we just play these creatures. And now I'm actually kind of in an okay position. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power only. Okay, I'm not going to say I'm in an okay position, but I could be in a worse position. Okay, so we obviously have to block. How much do we need to soak up, though? We have to soak up at least 3, so I guess we can just throw the courier underneath. Yeah, what you got? Something I don't want, that's for sure. Scuttle. Okay, Scuttle's jumpable. So obviously I know what I'm drawing, so I know what I'm doing. I'm playing this creature. I have no real attacks, right? Like, I could attack here, and then what? These guys double block here, this chumps Scuttle? Actually, I guess that's okay. That way I'm actually still getting some damage in. Sentinel's Mark would be a great draw here. They did not want to attack with Scuttle. That must mean that they drew something good. You have another... No, not an applied biomancy. Oh gosh, they have frickin' volley again. Yep, volley works too. I guess maybe I should have thought about that and held back the Syndicate Messenger instead, so that it couldn't just be volleyed. Because yeah, then I would have blocked with everything. They would have volleyed, killed the Messenger. Yeah, now I'm just dead, right? Yeah, okay. Darn. Maybe a portal is decent, just to, stop some of their shenanigans like that. And then I could bring in maybe... I don't think I need to bring anything else in. What do I want to take out? Maybe Spirit of the Spires is a little bit meh. Okay. I don't think I do want to play first against these people. They're pretty slow. This is a fine hand, I guess. Open the gates. Incubation for Arcs. Okay. So let's just play our Guild Gate. Go. So they've actually yet to show me any counter magic. Aeromonculus, huh? Probably care more about the Frenzied, since Courier can just block that. I assume they probably have red since they took the Frenzy. Okay, they do. So I bet they're going to play it and probably haste it and attack. No, they won't haste it because that's only a 3/3. They have to... Oh, it's... Dang it, it's shark to crab. I hate shark to crab. When it's not my shark to crab. What are we doing this turn? There's really no point in slime binding this. Well, I mean, there's some point, but it's not as good as it should be. I'd rather consign it, probably. So maybe we just play a land, play the insight. Okay. Bit land heavy. So next turn, what are we doing? Playing another insight? So this is going to be frenzied. Oh no, this is just going to be that. Okay, so it hits me for 7, which is a lot. Can't lie about that. More land, huh? Okay, in that case, I guess I'm just going to do this. Play the Guild Gate. This is a lot of land I got. I need to find something else. So we'll just pitch one of these swamps. Okay. So now they're going to play the Frenzied. With haste, probably now. And hit me for a bunch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a bunch, that's for sure. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and consign this and really hope that you haven't gotten your quench that you may or may not have. Please don't have it. Okay. So at this point, maybe I'm okay. Next turn I can play Night Arbiter plus Slimebind if I need to. So I'm going to have to block Arcs. Gosh, they just have that. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I go to 1. I actually don't think I can come back from that. I needed to be able to block the Frenzied this turn. Because now anything kills me. That volley has been really bad for me every single game. So what, like I Slimebind this, I block, no, I block here. They can even trample for 1, I'm just dead. Okay, well, that's how that goes. I do think the deck was decent, though. It's a bit of a shame that it went 1-2. I think it totally could have gone 2-1 for sure. And in match 1, I did actually pay pretty badly for my Black Splash. So maybe that was too aggressive. The additional removal, though, definitely added something that the deck was lacking, because I don't have a lot of the Azurius removal. I don't have Law Mage's Bindings, and I don't even have a Bring to Trial. Yeah, I think probably the Black Splash was correct, but maybe I should have prioritized trying to get a Guild Gate earlier. Obviously, I didn't know that it was going to be happening, but it happens a lot, so it probably would have been better, because like just one Guild Gate probably would have made everything better, because then it would have helped Colossus and stuff too. So that'd probably be my one change. Sentinel's Bark performed really well, though. I was actually pretty happy with that. I hadn't played it before at all, I don't think, so that was pretty good. But man, that volley, picking off Terramanders, is really a shame. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing more of these. It's definitely a fun format, so thanks.